Taking quinacridone violet with a big brush, a little bit of water, spreading it across the top and the bottom portion of the canvas. Working on a 16 by 20 canvas today for this one. Now I'm taking with the same brush, Prussian blue, blending it softly into the quinacridone violet. Now turquoise, same brush, I haven't washed it yet. Starting in the center, spreading it around, lightest in the center, then you're going to brush it into the Prussian blue. Now I've switched to a small flat brush, taking some white, titanium white and neon yellow, starting at the top right, you're going to pull and make a swirl. It doesn't have to be exactly like mine. Pull and swirl. The bottom of your brush, you're going to line it up on that line and flick soft strokes. Flick up. The paint should be applied to the bottom of your brush, flicking straight up no matter where the curve is on that swirl. Keep it going straight up no matter what angle. You shouldn't have to press hard. You'll lose the soft effect if you do, so just load up your brush each time if you have to. Making it brighter in some spots and softer and more faded in other spots. I'm going to come in with that same brush or a fan brush. You can switch back and forth. Once you've had that line in, then you're going to take the big brush again. There's no paint on it. It's a little bit damp, but you don't want it dripping, and you're just going to soften, barely touching and pulling just to make some of them a little bit softer. Now back with the small flat brush, flicking more, little bits of turquoise, white, and yellow. To create perspective, the swirl gets smaller at the bottom towards the horizon. It makes it look like it's farther away, so you're going to make your little flicks are going to be shorter. The ones at the top are going to be longer. That's how you'll create the movement and a 3D effect in your paintings. So we've added a third ripple in here. What we're creating right now are veils, the Aurora veils. Pick up a little bit of turquoise and white and start flicking again on that line. Remember, longer strokes at the top, they'll get shorter. Load up your brush when you have to. And because we're painting wet on wet, it might take a few tries and going back and forth and adding more paint. You've got to have a lot of patience. And just keep adding them wherever you want. You can create this layered effect by going over and adding more ripples. If you're just starting out, I would stick to just doing one ripple in the sky, and as you get more comfortable with it, then each time you can add another with your paintings. It's a really fun painting to work on and to create these veils, and it's a lot easier than you think. As you can see, it's just a lot of pulling and swirling and flicking. After I pull up on that line, sometimes I'm taking that highlight off, so I go back and I add some more white. Got a toothbrush now, an old toothbrush, get it wet, scrub it around a little bit in the titanium white, and then you're going to place your finger underneath, flick, or tap with a brush to create some stars. Then you're going to take a liner brush or fan brush, purple and the Prussian blue. Spread a little line on the bottom of the painting and flick up. Same technique for the Aurora veils, but now we're creating a little forest. And you're going to take a little bit of turquoise and add it towards the center of the trees, or where the light is reflecting on it, creating a highlight. Now a filbert brush. This is quite a small filbert brush, and you're going to pull up, and then you're going to start tapping using the bottom of the brush, side to side, smaller at the top, making it a little bit wider on the bottom. Reload your brush each time for each tree. You want this to be the darkest, most striking part of your painting. The trees are going to get smaller and smaller as they get towards the center of the painting, where the Aurora veil is smaller in the center as well. This also creates perspective and draws you into the center of the painting. Adding highlights now. Turquoise, white. You're using a clean brush for this, and tapping very lightly on one side that the light will be hitting, creating some soft, snowy highlights. The same on the other side. And now, as it gets brighter and brighter towards the center, we're going to just use white and yellow and a little bit of teal, making it brighter and brighter. So we really have some nice bright highlights going on. Tapping. Adding some extra highlights now at the bottom, wherever we think we need them. Again, line it up on the bottom of your brush, on the tip of your brush, and gently flick up. So now we're going to work on these stars. Take a little bit of turquoise with your liner brush, gently dab it around the white paint dots that we sprayed on there, and you're going to put your brush in the center and lightly flick the top, the bottom, and each side very lightly to create the star effect. I hope you all enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. See you next time.